Sorry, turn left heading 280, runway 32, we're clear for takeoff.
So we're just going to follow Dana around the pattern here. I want to show you how easy it can be to fly one of these airplanes. This little knob that I'm touching with my right hand right now is the trim. I've set it for takeoff, but I'm just making a little adjustment to give me my best rate of climb. Flying a heading of 320, looking all around for traffic. There's Dana with his student in our Cessna 150 about to make his turn. And typically we'll make our turn at 700 feet, and that should work out just about right. I want to make sure he's past us going the other way before I turn. And there we go. Going to level off at 1,000 feet for our pattern.
One remaining 280, connect departure, go.
11 Lima, I'll tell the Naples place hello, see ya.
So with the plane trimmed out nicely, look how I'm just using fingertips to control it. You really don't have to work that hard.
254, can you make short approach?
Stay firm.
Nice stable right turn here.
Terminal 4 mile final runway 32, clear touch go.
Good touch go, keep it short 254.
6 kilo, slow down just a little bit, you got to follow Cessna on short right base.
Slowing down for you, we'll look for Cessna for you, 60 kilo.
So the key to a good approach is being stable and trimmed on the downwind, because that just makes the whole thing work for you.
That's 20 Juliet, there's a Seminole 2.5 mile final, you're going to follow him, 40 minutes back.
Looking for the Seminole, 2 Sierra Juliet.
So we're following a twin engine that's coming in on a longer final, so let's see if we can spot him out the window. What we're planning on doing in 2017 for this airplane is putting in a traffic display, which will make it a lot easier to see people visually out the window, but I have that twin engine in sight now, so I'm going to tell the tower.
Keep looking. Traffic in sight, 60 kilo.
2 Sierra Juliet has the twin on final.
2 Juliet, follow Seminole, you number 2, clear touch go.
Okay, cleared, touch and go, 32 number 2, 2 Sierra Juliet.
All right, so he's going to be a little bit faster than me. I'm going to slow down here just a hair and wait till he passes me. I'm in the white arc. I'll put in some flaps. I'm going to retrim. But having that traffic display will just make it a little bit easier to identify people with their eyes looking out the window. Can really be a huge help. All right, so I'm adding a little power here, but just slowing down a little bit. Wait until that traffic passes me. I want to minimize the distance I'm flying away from the airport. And since he's going a little faster than me, I can start my turn to get behind him a little bit earlier than I did when I was getting behind Dana. I'm just going to hold my altitude here for a sec, keeping that twin engine in sight. Airspeed's good. See, even now I've got it trimmed. With this power setting, I'm doing about 75, that's fine. I don't need to slow down a whole lot yet. That's looking pretty good. I got a good distance behind that other airplane. Don't need to put in any more flaps just yet. Notice how most of the time, my hands are off of the flight controls. I'm letting the airplane do most of the work for me. Just fingertips. Just going to let it glide itself down. Nice and easy. Not a whole lot of work. Okay, I can go ahead and put in a little more flaps now. Slow down a little bit more. But just kind of letting it come on in.
60 kilo, you complete.
If a little bit of wind, Bob, bops me back and forth. I'm not going to fight it a whole lot.
Be Alpha, monitor ground, I'll go.
Look, I'm flying final with my fingertips.
Ramp via Alpha, monitor
Just
ground. Have a good one as well.
fingertips.
60.
A little bit of trim maybe. Still just fingertips.
Craig Tower 148, Mike Alpha.
I could put in all my flaps now.
Inbound. Closed pattern with uniform.
Not a whole lot of wind out there today. Just fingertips.
Mike Alpha, Craig Tower, straight in 32, report a 2-mile final.
We'll report a 2-mile final straight in runway 32, 148, Mike Alpha.
Now we'll come to idle. And just looking all the way at the end of the runway here. Again, just with little tiny bits, little teeny bits. Just keep pulling it up, keep holding it off the ground. Hold it off the ground, there we go. On the center line, not too bad. And we'll try another go.
There's a citation about a 2.5 mile right base. You're going to follow him and put him inside.
Looking 20 Juliet.
Alright, so now we're going to follow a jet that's coming in from the east.
Should be up on a half mile.
Stand up, wind 60254.
20 Juliet, if that's the jet just south of Mayport, I have him in sight.
20 Juliet, yeah, that's him, kind of wide out on the base. Number 2, runway 32, clear touch, go, then make the right traffic.
Okay, number 2, clear touch and go 32, then right traffic, 20 Juliet.
So here, again, I'm going to use speed to my advantage by reducing my power, getting in the wide arc, flap operating range, putting in a little bit of flaps,
You start right cross.
and just slowing down here a second in level flight. Since that jet's a lot faster than me, he's going to get on final pretty quick, but I don't want to end up too far away from the airport before it's my turn. So we're just going to hang out here. I see the jet.
Hey, my God, when you come back around, just put a 3-mile final.
Now we often get asked about wake turbulence, you know,
Final for runway 32.
what sorts of aircraft do we need to be concerned with? A little jet like that, you know, could cause some wake turbulence issues, but not likely.
Craig Tower, Life Flight 1.
Life Flight 1, Craig Tower.
It's really the larger jets and the helicopters.
South of the Class G, just coming off of Mayo Clinic. I'd like to come in, land, and get fuel from Sky Harbor.
Life Flight 1, just enter right base to runway 5, and I'll take you to Sky Harbor.
Right base.
But still, I'm keeping an eye on where the jet landed. Obviously, he's going to be a full stop, not a touch and go. So I'm going to plan to touch down just a teeny bit past where the jet touched down, just to play it safe. And that'll still give me plenty of room to land.
Craig Air Center.
Turn left in, taxi Air Center, be Alpha, just monitor ground plane.
So for me, that means just a little bit past the
1,817 Echo Delta.
the 1,000-foot marker, those two thick white lines on either side of the runway. If I touch down right on those or just a hair past, I'll have plenty of room around this jet's wake. Still have plenty of room to do my touch and go.
Land number 2, 60254.
Right traffic upon midfield.
Looking for traffic, number 2 for touch and go, right traffic, 148.
One of the things we're going to talk about in an upcoming seminar is dealing with emergencies. Now, engine failure at low altitude is probably one of the scariest things a pilot could deal with. But I know that if I'm at 500 feet, I can make it back to the airport. If I'm lower than that, I'm probably going to aim for that marsh right down there. But it's always good to have a plan of action, because that way you always know what you're going to do if the worst case happens. But it'll surprise you, but at least you'll already have a plan of action.
Where are you parking today?
So back to the emergencies, you know, if there's these cases where you get extended on the downwind because of other traffic, you know, you may not be in a position where you could glide to the runway, like we always teach you. So you have to look for alternatives. You know, there's lots of grass medians on this road here I could land at. There's a lot of open space in that parking lot down there. You know, not ideal, but Always want to know where your out is. Always have an out. And remember that no matter what happens, fly the airplane. Don't lose control. Just keep flying. So I've requested...
Julie, make a short approach, runway 32, clear to land.
Clear to land 32, 2 Sierra Juliet.
On this one, I've requested a short approach, which means I want to pull the power to idle somewhere on the downwind and just glide it in. So that's what I'm going to do. Because it's good practice and they're also fun.
Julie, I made you turn you a little tight there. You see that traffic on short file?
Negative.
Julie, just come out of the approach like that to your right.
I got him inside 2 Sierra Juliet.
Julie, can you just still do a short remind him?
Yeah, I'm good.
Right, thanks. 85 here, left turn there, straight around monitor ground.
Left turn, monitor ground, 85 here.
So here I'm pitching for my best glide speed, making sure I've got the runway made, and I do. I'm going to put in a little more flap here. I'm just going to let the airplane float itself in. Now I definitely have the runway made, so I'm going to go full flaps.
Craig Tower 148, Mike Alpha, midfield, runway 32, full stop please.
I may even do a little slip.
Short, final number 2, clear to
Because I
land.
like to.
Traffic in sight, number 2, clear to land, 148, Mike Alpha.
Slips are fun. There we go.
Julie on the air center.
Affirmative.
2 Julie, left turn off 3 straight around monitor ground.
I'm on our ground. Thanks a lot. 2 Sierra Juliet.
Craig Tower, November 6041, ready for departure.
6041, Craig Tower, runway 3.